Hey guys, my name's Gray, and today I'm going to show you how I get this smoky wing liner eyeshadow look. So if you're interested in learning, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start with the eyes today and start by priming them with the NARS Smudge Proof Eye Base, and then I'm just going to blend that out with my fingertips. I'm going to be working with the brand spanking new Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but we're going to keep the shades pretty neutral today. I'm going to start with Tempera and a flat shading brush, and I'm going to pack this underneath the brow bone, focusing it on the outer 2/3, and then I'm also going to pack this on the inner part of the eyelid as well as in the inner corner tear duct for some added highlight. Picking up a blending brush, I'm going to be using the shade Orange Soda, and I'm going to start blending this through the crease. So I start on the outer crease to really saturate that outer corner and start bringing it in towards the inner corner. I go back about 2 to 3 different times just to build the color up to make sure that everything that we put in the crease a little bit further blends out beautifully and smoothly. Using the same shade, I'm going to be using a pencil brush along the lower lash line, and what I'm doing is just really smoking out the lower lash line because the colors that we're going to put in are a little bit deeper and are going to need a shade to help them blend out. And what I'm also doing is connecting it to the top with the same color. Using a loose powder, I'm going to make a guideline for myself for the smoky wing, as well as, since we're going to be using black, it's going to catch any fallout if you have any. But basically what I do is I create a guideline and make sure that it's nice and symmetrical and that it is just below the outer tail of my eyebrow. So once you have that laid down, you're going to go into Rustic, which is a little bit deeper, and you're going to use a smaller blending brush, and you're going to start packing this on the outer third of the lid and then bringing it up into the crease a little bit deeper. You don't want to bring the shade as high as you did with Orange Soda, but you definitely want to marry the two. And once you kind of have the desired saturation, I'm going to go pretty deep. I start to wing out whatever is left on the brush while following that guideline that we created. Now I'm going to pick up a flat defining brush with the same shade, and I'm going to start by applying this in the outer corner because that's where I want to have the most depth, and I'm going to start smudging this as close to the lash line as possible. And then I'm going to pick up that same exact pencil brush and I'm going to start diffusing the edges so it's really nice and smooth and blends right into Orange Soda. Here's where the look starts to get a little bit more advanced. We're going to start creating the smoky wing liner. So be sure that you're using a Kohl pencil, something that you're going to be able to easily blend out, not something that's going to set immediately because then you'll have kind of a mess on your hands. And as you can see, I'm not being super smooth with it. It looks a little bit jagged, but that's okay because we're going to blend it out. Apologies on kind of going out of order. I kind of jump around, but make sure that you fully saturate your lash line and then pick up a defining brush just so you can blend it out. I also went ahead and tightlined the upper lash line just so it's really nice and deep and dark. But what I'm doing is I haven't even started to create the wing yet. I just lined the upper lid and I started blending it out, and whatever was left over on the brush, I started to wing it up following that guideline. You'll then want to take the pencil and add a little bit more on the outer corner, and that's when you're going to start to build up the thickness of the outer portion of the wing, and this is where you're really going to start to create the wing liner. So if you're familiar with making wing liner, it's the same concept, you're just kind of being a little bit more messy with it, and that's okay because it's a smoky look. So just be sure that you're creating the same type of shape. You can make it anything that you really want, but this is what I look for in a wing liner, something that kind of opens and uplifts my eyes, as well as I just followed that guide, so it was really not that hard for me to create the shape. I also tightlined the bottom and started to use the same brush with nothing else on it and just started blending it into the lower lash line so that we have a really nice connection between the lower and the upper lash. So here I am again doing the same exact steps just for your viewing pleasure. But like I said, this trick with the loose powder will seriously save you if you are concerned about making your wings symmetrical or just not knowing where to start and stop. Using that same defining brush, I'm going to tap into Noir and deepening this color. So basically I'm just patting this close to the lash line and really saturating it, and then just taking whatever is left on the brush and just lightly, smoothly pressing it into the liner that we've created and just deepening it up and setting it in place because we do not want it moving around anywhere. I'm also going to set the lower lash line as well. And of course, if you wanted to do brown, or if you didn't want to do black, you wanted to do purple or green or something, that's up to you. My only suggestion is just to try to match the color that you have with your shadow with the liner that you've used. I'm then going to pop on a lash and blend it in with some mascara, which, by the way, this is the best mascara ever. It's from the drugstore, and even without lashes, it just makes your lashes look bomb. Moving on to the face, I'm going to pick up Sunbask Blush by MAC, and I'm going to blend this into my cheekbones and on the apple of my cheek just to add some warmth to my face and give me kind of a golden peach bronze. I'm then going to be using the AMREZY highlighter, which, oh my god, it is so beautiful and just melts into the skin. It gives you such a flawless highlight. I can't even believe it. So I'm just using a A23 brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills and applying it to my cheekbones, to my Cupid's bow, and down the center of my nose. And I am literally bathing in this. It's so beautiful, and you barely need anything on your brush, and you are just hit with highlight like you've always wanted to be. So I'm also going to apply this to my inner corner and really pack that on to bring more brightness into the eye because it's pretty dark and pretty smoky, and as well as the brow bone. I'm going to finish this look off with lips and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood Liquid Lipstick, which is so bomb. I literally dug it out of my drawer and it's just as good as I remember it. So yeah, if you guys like this look, let me know below. Please like and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.